I say around 6 or 7, I started to go to Boys and Girls Club. It's been a journey from starting there at 6 years old and now being, turning 29 in September and working here, right? Like my second stint in the Boys and Girls Club, knowing that this is who I am. It's not work for me. This is love for me. This is passion for me. I've been a part of the club for 20 plus years, which is why and who I am today. Growing up in the inner city of Los Angeles, seeing the police outside of your club, right? Like knowing that you're that close to your life being different, right? So there were kids that I met at 6 to where we come back at 8 or 9 and they're completely different. I had friends who grew up to be gang members, right? To do drugs, to do really malicious things. I wanted to play basketball, that was my life. And my friends wanted to do other things. Boys and Girls Club taught me how to make hard decisions. So it's like either you're gonna play around or you're gonna pick up this basketball and practice it because you feel like this is your only way out. That was really a space that allowed me to grow into who I was, to see people really care for me more than my family did. At 14, I started to struggle with homelessness. My foster dad took me in at 14, and he was the one that gave me my first volunteer job at a boys group home. I was 17, volunteering with kids who are also 17. One decision made our life completely different. One decision made me a volunteer and you a caseload. One decision, one different turn, one different word is something that can change us. I started to be able to speak more intentional, how to connect with kids, how to connect with people on a different level. I knew I wanted to work with kids, right? And then I started to realize these kids were 12 to 26 years old, not knowing what a bank account was, not knowing what a diploma is, not knowing what true life skills are. I'm realizing, like, this is not okay. I started to realize that I really wanted to work with the kids in this population, in the Boys and Girls Club population, and start to provide them with resources to where once they turn 18, they're already going to know what a bank account is. I knew that I wanted to get back here. Knowing what these kids go through because I went through it, is something that also allows me to relate to them more than anything. It's important to me so that these kids have a home. We built this club on love, on them feeling like this is their home. Our connection and the reason why kids still came today was our communication. Putting the pictures up, making sure our front is welcoming, making sure that we really establish who we are. I created a space for Tech Lab. We started our own program here called STAR, which stands for Skills That Are Relevant. We teach kids how to fold clothes, what is healthy communication, how do you problem solve, what is trauma. We don't say help here, it's support. We don't say jealous, we say motivated, right? We don't say bad or good because that's objective. We say unhealthy, healthy. Those are things that, are all intentional. I love all these kids. The reality is they are all not going to make it. We have kids that walk to school and they see violence in front of them, right? They see drugs, they constantly see homelessness. They see all those things that can really shape them. Knowing that that's all out there, we gotta combat that with love. And here, we fight that fight. We come here knowing that this is the safe space, that this is a safe haven. We start to be really intentional here, right? And once you become intentional, you allow yourself to have intentional conversations and you start to actually get to the root of the problem. Our motto is, are you all in or all out? And these kids say all in every time.